This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Phil Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
This is DG Chichester, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Podcast.
Shameless.
Always with us, even in spirit when he's not. Looking down on us, from above, Anyway, welcome back to the
The Daredevil Podcast, as far as we know.
Kids, we have a special treat for you at the end of this episode, but because Lilith demanded it, more Atlantis attacks, part 3.
That's at Nightwing PDP, y'all. That's not at Lilith Hellfire.
Hey, I just didn't love it. Anyway, so yes, if you haven't been keeping up with us, yes, parts 1 and 2 were on Ultimate Spider Cast, episodes 127 and 128. Part 4 will be episode 129, but in between there, yes, we got Daredevil, technically Daredevil Annual 5.
Technically.
It was misnumbered as number 4, so some people call this 4B, but yes, that technically Annual 5. They couldn't keep track because it was like the Annual 4 was it 1976, and then there was no Daredevil Annual until this. This is what, 89?
Good grief!
Exactly.
Well, and that's why you need a Charlie Esther working at your company. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
He'd be like, actually, this is 5. Get it together.
I don't know. I can't make fun of him because
We're doing me now?
because it's like
Actually, he doesn't know numbering. What am I talking about?
yeah, he knows their numbering. Probably the numbering nerd is the one right next to you right here. So
Fine, Phil. You can call Marvel out if you want. I thought that was my job, but if you want it, fine.
how dare you? You already kind of told the report.
Well, this is the best part of Atlantis attacks that we've covered so far, and I'm okay with that.
So nice because yes. Oh boy, who's boyoing our
Is that Ray? That can't be Ray, right?
Oh, that is Ray.
Show yourself.
That is at Ray Pod. If I look at my phone, Ray, I can tell it's you. Oh, what a showboat. He's waiting to hear his own feedback at the end of the episode.
Who does he think he is? Lilith Hellfire?
You think you're one of the...
Calling his own shots, waiting on listening to his own feedback. What's going on here?
Next gen should play out of the pouch, boy.
I'm just saying, Russell has kept Ray on his toes, and I appreciate it.
Hey, man, no, I haven't seen any wrestle feedback in a while. Yes, Ray's back with a vengeance. Can't wait to hear your thought. Wait, you saying we only have one thought?
We are twins, Phil.
Oh, okay.
So let's get into this.
All right, like I said, maybe before we jumped on, yes, thank you to manwithoutfear.com, who we have to talk to that guy one day, for the synopsis, because I couldn't find one at the usual place, so. Yes, but as I said, this is, people label this as Annual 4B because there's a number 4 on it, but it should have been number 5. And in the grand scheme of Atlantis attacks, this was part 7.
So many more to go.
Yes. All right, so the deviant high priest Gahar, Lemurian rebel leader Lyra, and the immortal Tyrannus have joined forces to summon the evil god Set and conquer the world. Tyrannus is posing as Dr. Tyrone, founder of a network of drug clinics. He's slowly turning addicts into serpent people obedient to his will. Tyrannus has also brought Spider-Man under his mental control. Yes, kids. For those of you who may not remember Spectacular Spider-Man Annual 9 when Cloak and Dagger just left Spider-Man to die.
And this is what happens when you leave Spider-Man to die.
Yes, exactly. And can I just say, again, thank you, manwithoutfear.com. You know how to spell and use grammar. Thank you very much.
Philip! What? It's fan... Look, listen. Listen, the wikias are fan-generated, and we're lucky that we get anything over on the Marvel Wikia, because Marvel fans aren't as dedicated as DC fans when it comes to keeping up with their wiki. I'm just saying.
I know, but I'm just saying this gentleman is also a big fan. Obviously a big fan of Daredevil, and he knows how to.
You can compliment without bashing the rest of your Marvel fandom, Philip. Okay.
I appreciate it. I appreciate a well-written synopsis. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll have you on the show one day.
Yes,
it's on Phil's honey-do list.
That'll yes, dear. And that'll be my first comment. I'll be like, thank you for writing, like legible and synopses. All right.
So what does it have to say?
All right, sorry. So Spider-Man is under mental control for the first time, it's not under the mental control of a redhead. Hey-o!
Or a blonde.
Let's see. he's
There's Russell.
Synopses are a hot commodity in our line of work.
Ain't that the truth, brother?
All right. You think I was bad shaming them? All right, watch this. Hey, Russell, Ray sent us feedback words this time. Where's yours?
Discuss amongst yourselves in the comments.
Fight, nerds! Fight for our entertainment! Ha 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 ha! Ah, Ray Russell! Oh, that's the name we want to be yelling, but okay. All right. Meanwhile, Daredevil was wandering. It says Daredevil was wandering the country, but didn't he just stay in upstate New York?
Anything outside of New York City is the country, okay?
New York City, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. He's looking for the best salsa.
This is during the end of Sentinel Run, where after Inferno, he left the city and was wandering. Oh, jeez.
Guys, this isn't Wayne's World Uncut.
I ambushed your feedback, Russell. There can be only one, Ray says, as Russell says. Ray's sausage is definitely longer today.
Nobody tell Rob.
You people really need to watch us live, because there's like nights like tonight, there's like a whole other show going on in the chat room.
Nobody, absolutely nobody. Ray and Russell.
Sausage.
Where's the Joker nuggets?
Pointing north. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Well, wait a second. You're in Australia, Ray. Everything's pointing north, isn't it? Somebody please tell Rob, Russell. Good one, Russell.
Nice. Rob.
So yes, Daredevil's wandering the country, broken and disheartened by recent events in his life. Basically, Typhoid Mary messing him up, Karen leaving him. Oh yeah, Inferno. He had to battle actual demons.
Not just his mental ones for a change.
Exactly, physical ones. Yes. He comes across Leo, whose best friend Wally went to one of Dr. Tyrone's clinics. Leo hasn't seen Wally in weeks. He thinks Wally's been taken in by a cult. Suspicions proven by an attack of serpent people from the clinic. Daredevil saves Leo, but walks away. He doesn't want to get involved. Leo goes after Wally alone.
Idiot.
Well.
What's he trying to do? Die?
Tell you about my best friend. At the clinic, Tyrannus welcomes international terrorist Viper, aka Madam Hydra.
Nice. Tasteful costume.
Yeah, no boob window, man. Just
exactly, tasteful, elegant.
Besides her head, the only thing is what, like upper arm, I think.
To show those guns.
Yeah. Whose serpent serum facilities were destroyed by the Punisher and some guy called Moon Knight.
The Moon Knight?
The Moon Knight, that's right. And that took place in Punisher Annual 2. Which Ray has covered on Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast.
So link in the show notes, I assume.
Yeah,
Ray, drop the link in the comments, please.
I'm just saying. Pretty much, I'm probably gonna have to drop that in every Atlantis Attacks episode we do. So, is that Julia Louis-Dreyfus? No, different Madam Hydra.
Nice.
Drawn masterfully, Ray says. Ha ha ha. Viper's surprised to see the patients worshipping Tyrannus. She's completely shocked when Tyrannus uses his powers to take over Viper's mind. He's going to use her as a sacrifice to summon Set.
You've been threatening this the whole time. Cooper, get off the pot.
Doesn't Set have enough brides already? Come on.
Well, obviously he's into polygamy and polyamory.
Where are we? New York or Utah? Come on.
Exactly.
Outside, Doctor Strange convinces Daredevil.
Boo! Like, can we just side note? Don't you just love how he doesn't have a superhero name? He's like, no, I'm a doctor. I earned it. It's just gonna be my name, Doctor Strange. No shenanigans.
Dr. Steven. Dr. Steven. But again, I think Doctor Strange is basically just a plot device. Since, Daredevil's wandering around outside the city, we need a way to pull Daredevil into,
Of course. There's better people, but sure, Doctor Strange is always wandering around in somebody else's business. That's my main problem with him.
I mean, couldn't we have just used Leo? Although, I was going to say, I guess they were looking for guest stars for these annuals, but Spider-Man's going to show up. It's like, why do we...
I know, it's like, Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, what's really going to put the butts in the seats? I wonder what.
Although, what was this, 89? I think Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme was starting, so maybe they were trying to pimp that book.
Oh, that's true, but still.
Yeah.
He does not shine the best in the light, so this is my only, one of my first experiences with him. I wouldn't have picked up that book.
Leo,
use Donatello. No, Michelangelo, y'all breaking my heart in the comments.
Oh, look at Ray. You needed someone to do all the heavy lifting towards the end. Is that a shot at you, Russell? Oh, nerd fight. Yes. Dance, puppets, dance. Oh, yeah. Outside, Doctor Strange convinces Daredevil to help him shut Tyrannus down. Daredevil comes in time to see the hypnotized Spider-Man fighting Leo. Daredevil.
This is how some of the best fanfics start between the two, but I'll leave it alone.
Ray says, no! I'm Doc Strange. Now he's going to fight you for Doctor Strange.
At me.
Is that the hill you want to die on, Ray? I thought Moon Knight was the hill you wanted to die on.
No, that's the hill he's king on, not the hill he wants to die on.
Ew. You plant your flag on that Moon Knight hill, Ray. Daredevil comes in time to see the hypnotized Spider-Man fighting Leo. Daredevil fights Spider-Man, but gets away long enough to open a nearby canal and flood the compound. But the followers...
Don't you hate when it's all wet all over?
Whoa! We're flipping already. With the followers distracted, Strange enters Tyrannus' chamber and interrupts the summoning spell. He recognizes the demon as a creature from the dark dimension of Dread Dormammu.
Every time.
Ray's laziness postponed into his tomes by almost a month. Oh! Hey, no. Ray's not lazy. He was sick. Khonshu struck him.
It's Phil's fault!
Yes, Khonshu struck Ray down again because he talked about Batman. Even though he loves the Batman, Khonshu does not appreciate that.
I love Batman.
See? But, Ray has a lot on his plate, so yes, come on, he's doing 20 things at once, Russell. Come on,
It's a lot of meat.
Oh my.
Sucking the life force.
Anyway, back to the story. Tyrannus has the creature under his control, but it takes all of his concentration. Viper breaks free of Tyrannus' influence and throws him into the Mystic Circle. The demon swallows Tyrannus whole, and Strange seals the portal. Oh,
classic Strange, to be honest.
Oh my, wait a second. Dormammu is still my most successful Tomes episode, Russell. Ray said, oh my, it's something, and Ray. Oh, Russell, and Phil's did better than Ray's. Yeah!
Boys, settle down!
Is mine in the top 3, Russell? Please. Was mine the biggest, Russell?
Okay, no, I'm telling Rob. Where's Facebook Messenger? I'm telling Rob.
Oh, please, I have enough evidence. I got enough blackmail on you, Lilith Hellfire. You're not telling Rob nothing.
I can't wait to blow his mind. and other things. But moving on. Reddit!
So, and back outside, Spider-Man recovers his wits. Strange turns all the Serpent people back to normal and erases everyone's memories of his presence, except Daredevil's. Leo is happy to find Wally, but shocked to hear Wally brush him away. Leo tries to shoot Wally, but Daredevil stops him. Daredevil muses on how blindness can be a blessing. When someone sees a truth he doesn't want to see, he either accepts it or breaks down.
Burn! Sick burn! Because he knows all about it, though.
Oh, wait a second. Ray says he can't see Russell's comments. Oh, oh yeah, you should see the names he's calling you, Ray. Man, I'm craving some Boston pizza.
Wait a minute! Now other people are calling other people's drops? What is going on around here?
Well, you thought Atlantis Attacks was the only madness you're getting tonight, Lilith Hellfire.
I thought they were Boston Pizza owners.
So.
It was just a really nice package.
Back in Hell's Kitchen. Wait a second. Is this is this going to the next story? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so that was the end of that story, because this one goes into the Wild Boys story and Fat Boys. There's a Ben Urich story, which I'm sure Lil loved, and then like every.
I love yelling Urich because it's hilarious.
Yes, and of course, just like every Atlantis Attacks annual, it had like a chapter in the long history of the Serpent Crown.
In case you missed it.
That's basically a long time ago. People had the crown, then other people had the crown.
We didn't get any armor Namor, so there's that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, again, we were outside the city, sticking around the city. I'm sorry, Lilith, you didn't get your Namor.
It's just something about a man in a Speedo.
A dry night for Lilith. No Namor. Oh!
I'm just itching my nose, buddy.
I know, number one. Thank you. Oh my God! Did you see Maestro Warren Pax number 5 came out this week, and I guess they're doing one more because they're doing a trilogy. I guess one more Maestro miniseries coming up.
Really?
Yeah, and I forget. There's like 2. It's like Abomination. He's going to be fighting, and future Namor.
Okay.
With a beard. Yes.
Ooh, Speedo and a beard. Okay. Sold.
Future Namor and Imperious Rex.
Now, if he has a tank top, then I know they've been listening to my comments that I've been sending in.
Why did Ray say Budgie Smuggler? What is it? What is that? Is that like a drop?
I don't speak Australian.
Yeah. Unless it's Boston. Ray.
Okay, so no, I like the artwork for this issue, but the story is still very rambling.
Well, again, of course, too, it was kind of rambling, so we had to find excuses to pull Daredevil into it.
Oh, okay. Learn something new every day.
What is it? Budgie Smuggler?
We just call it a banana hammock where I'm from, but
hey, anytime Namor shows up now, we can call him Budgie Smuggler.
Yes, I know what a budgie is. It's like our version of the little finches and stuff.
Okay, the mole bird. You mean bird, right? You're not like those English people who call women birds, are you, Ray?
That's the least offensive term they've come up with.
A couple of balls down the gob.
See you next Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, please. Yeah, the British love you throwing the C word around.
On that note, let's get back to the issue, just in case. It's still daylight in Chicago, so.
Oh, please. Please listen.
Yeah. So, I just don't like Doctor Strange, especially not in this issue. I just don't like it.
Yeah, again, he's not even there, physically. It's like astral form, and again, he's...
The laziest way you could possibly have done it.
Well, he's plot device, again, so we can...
Like all magic in the Marvel Universe.
So we can drag...
MacGuffin.
So we can drag Daredevil into the story.
Basically.
True. Oh, that's right. We didn't do the credits. Yes. Well, of course you love the pencils. It's Mark Bagley. Harley Bagley. Yeah. Written by our old friend Jerry Conway, murderer of Gwen Stacy.
I was gonna say, I was waiting. Phil, just let it go, bro. Let it go.
You know the murderer of Blondes Club, Jerry Conway, Kevin Smith.
He was just following in footsteps, man.
Russell, you got to know what a crumpet is to play cricket. What?
I don't know what's going on, but I love it.
By the hoary host of Haga. Quit getting us! Oh my lord! You two are not allowed to play together anymore.
I thought my ADHD was keeping us off track. I love this comment section.
Oh my god! If we want to go just completely off the rails, we need to have Ray and Russell on an episode one day.
Here for it. If we can ever work out the schedule, they're both so busy.
I know. But yeah, the art.
What did you think, Phil? Though, like,
I mean, I get.
This is more your thing. This is that '90s nostalgia. Did it scratch the itch?
I mean, it was all right. Again, it's like it's part of it in this vast crossover, and of course, we have to have guest stars, and yeah, I can see the little rambling thing, but again, I think the art saves this a lot. And
absolutely, I don't even need the panels. I don't even need the word bubbles to enjoy the panels.
Oh, that would be funny. Yeah, just silent issue.
I mean, they're not really saying anything of note anyway.
And especially with like Spider-Man mind control, really not saying anything anyway.
Good old mind controlled Spidey. It happens more often than you think. Kind of something else he has in common with the other red and blue superhero that starts with S.
Oh my! You guys remember the Amalgam Universe version of Kingpin? Yes, I believe we covered that a while back. Oh lord! Now Ray's going off about cricket.
Blimey. The lads have gone mad in the comments.
Ray, you want to be doing this with Connor. Connor would be smacking you around.
Somebody get Connor somebody wake up Connor!
Yeah. You don't pull this on Last of the Krypton. You don't do that.
But yeah, I mean, it's still the best one that we've covered so far, but that's not saying much.
Yeah, I know.
But, it's to complete the set. I get it.
So you think this is the best story we've covered so far?
Yeah, it's definitely not the best story overall in Atlantis, but it's Atlantis Attacks, but it is the best one that we have covered, so.
I know. Well, do you think She-Hulk was a better guest star than Doctor Strange?
I feel like, while I like She-Hulk when she appears, I do feel like it was they overly objectified her in that issue, and that's my big sticking point about when you use She-Hulk. You don't have to over-sexualize her because she's like super competent, super cool.
Well, it was Rob Liefeld art in that one too. I mean, he gives big boobs to men and women. So
I was more upset about the feet in that issue than anything.
I think he has a fetish. Oh my God, Russell!
You can't put that up.
Rob Liefeld sucks. Okay, put that up.
I mean,
sausage.
not too many people are going to argue about that Rob Liefeld thing right now. So, but I remember there was a time where we all did have an affinity for Rob Liefeld, for better or for worse. We were,
It was the 90s. We didn't know better.
Exactly. We didn't know any better, but now we know better, and we can roast him.
I know. Is he still? I thought he was working with Marvel again, but is he out again?
I think it was just for that one particular project, and he probably flubbed it, as he does, because he has an ego.
Yeah, true.
So, unfortunately for our dear Deadpool, it is what it is. He'll never come back to that title, mark my words. And that's a good thing, as Martha Stewart used to say.
Exactly.
Oh, God. So what else do we have on the agenda, Philip?
Well,
We don't have any Daredevil news, so there's that.
Well, I was gonna say, should we do some Ray feedback, and then maybe we can talk the current stuff real quick. I know the issue came out last week. We kind of talked it on Capes, but
yeah, let's do that. Let's get some old Ray what he had to say going on.
All right, it's been a while, so yes, for those of you who may have forgotten or don't know, yes, we have feedback from Ray, host of many international podcaster extraordinaire. Doing stuff with birds, I don't know, but yes, you can catch him some of them are every week, every 2 weeks. He's all over every month. He's all over the place. So yes, you can catch him every 2 weeks on Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. You can catch him every month on To Know Hers, To Fear Her, the Spider-Woman podcast. You can catch him monthly talking with me and Matt Kona, all things Scarlet Spider on the Ultimate Spider Cast at the end of every month. And, of course, all you fans, if a year from now, who are going to pretend you always knew about the Moon Knight, you should be checking out Ray weekly on Into the Night.
Hey!
Moon Knight podcast.
You gonna give him the nostrils?
I will give him the nostrils. I'll start the recording, then I'll put up the nostrils. Oh, it looks like 6:57, so he almost gave you 7, Lilith. So
maybe if it wasn't quite as cold.
Oh, yeah, it's getting cold down there in Australia. That's right. All right. See, she's mocking your almost 7, Ray. All right, let's see what Ray had to say.
Hello, Phil and Lilith.
Hi,
this is Ray. Weighing in on the Atlantis attacks from Daredevil, annual number 5. Before I get into the main story, I guess this holds a special place in my dear heart. One of the early.
What a '90s nerd!
And it informed my eventual fandom of Daredevil. I guess this was the first time I really saw him in action. So it was good. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I loved. We get Mark Bagley's art, of course, in the main story. And it was a strange tale in the fact that it had that kind of, I guess, subplot, if you will, of Leo and Wally, and not so much their involvement with the Save Our Society and Tyrannus, but more so their friendship and the perception of Leo, of what he thought was his friendship with Wally, which comes to a head towards the end. It's quite impactful stuff, really. I mean, when Leo was recounting his friendship with Wally, you see some really terrible things. Like it starts out with almost this denial that Wally is an alcoholic. He's got an iron gut. You get that kind of jealousy from Leo when they are no longer kind of like mates. When Wally finds a wife and starts a family, there's that kind of inherent jealousy that ensues because he loses that kind of dynamic, that friendship, which he accounts for as friendship. But as Wally says at the end, we were just drinking buddies. Quite tragic, really. Quite quite sad if you think about it. It kind of all revolves around excesses as well. And I guess this ties in with the drug addicts and the clinic that Save Our Society is propped up to be. I loved the ties here with the Punisher annual and the Spectacular Spider-Man annual, because we do see a hypnotized Spidey under Tyrannus. And this was a really cool twist. I mean, granted, by having Atlantis attacks across all annuals, there's a lot of space to fill. And so I love this kind of side story of Tyrannus going, rebelling against Gore, basically, and wanting to resurrect Set himself. So that kind of made this a nice little self-contained story, but at the same time, it's part of a greater story. Viper in there was pretty cool. She kind of, she gets what she wants in the end, and she gets to slay Tyrannus. though she was momentarily, under the spell and a potential sacrifice to this elder god, which I again like. It wasn't actually set, so we don't see the real players here. Like Tyrannus is trying, but he's almost like a poor man's version of Gore. He tries. He ends up just resurrecting one of those demons from Dormammu's dimension. So I like that touch. Doctor Strange, he was essential, I guess, because he had the power to do that sort of stuff, to save everyone, to revert everyone back. So his role here was essential as well. But I really did enjoy this. So I would give this a solid B plus, maybe even an A. I do love the Atlantis Attacks crossovers. It's something that we don't get in modern comics, I believe you guys say. So I just find it a really enjoyable romp. Just another final couple of thoughts on some of the subsequent stories. One of my main takeaways from when I first got this was the section on the super senses comparisons. I loved this. I loved one of the most indelible things I have in my brain is this comparison that Daredevil makes with Wolverine. And I loved how Daredevil's like, my senses are far superior to Wolverine, but he may have a better smell than I do. And I think that's cool because there's these little nuances that kind of that Daredevil concedes, but it also shows where Wolverine, who's another favorite of mine, is kind of better in that department. Stuff like Puma as well. Awesome that he's actually got better sense of smell than Wolverine and Sabretooth even. So that was a really fun little comparison, very short as well. And just a small thing on the Saga of the Serpent Crown as well, the last story, which kind of gives us a bit more of a backdrop on the Serpent Crown, which is obviously a big player in Atlantis Attacks. And I really enjoy this story. Again, it's familial kind of sibling rivalry. Starts with Naga, who has a serpent crown, but the brothers, one of them is slain early. Then you have Psychatus and the other gentleman, I can't remember his name. He's the one that goes away for decades. Beckett, that's right. And anyway, again, drawn by Bagley, really enjoyed it. I like this tale. It was just a really good tale to show how the Serpent Crown corrupts. And again, a pretty sad tale because all the brothers die. And they try to do a noble thing, but the power is too tempting. So seeing the awesome power of the Serpent Crown in this little backstory, which continues on in all the annuals, is pretty cool to see. So yeah, overall, an annual A, I reckon. And I reckon, look, with Mark Bagley, Phil, I reckon you'd give it a good solid A in there as well. Lilith, I think there's enough in there as well to have entertained you, as well as I don't know, maybe have you give it a high mark as well? I'd say you'd probably give it a B, maybe a B. Anyway, I am very much looking forward to this. I'm enjoying these Atlantis Attacks. So keep them coming, and I'll keep on reading. Catch up.
Ray, I'll probably give it a B, maybe even B plus territory. But yes, Lilith Hellfire is all about the C.
C as in see you next Tuesday. The art is what saves it.
Yeah, definitely. The art is my favorite too, but
I like that Russell calls Sabretooth a persona. I love that. I love that for us.
oh my lord, those two. Oh no! So, what? You didn't know Lilith? You didn't know Lilith was a?
Oh, I'm not a furry, but I just think that's funny.
I meant about the issue. I thought that you didn't create it.
Yeah, Atlantis Attacks. Like I'm not as attached at all.
See, I know it brings the old nerds to our yard. Come on.
I know you do. That's why I said, hey man, I trust you. I know you know that market, so we'll do it.
And Russell's not even that old, and he is enjoying it. So
it must be a boy thing. But yeah, I'll be glad to get back to our regular scheduled list of programming.
I know.
But let's talk the new Daredevil really quick as well. We like you said, we kind of touched on it, but I I just want to talk about the dichotomy of how Daredevil is this gritty street level guy, and most of his villains kind of match that. But the Hand has always stuck out in that mystical element. And I love that both he and Elektra have like that whole they tried to lead the cult thing and it failed miserably, and now they're back. So what are we going to try to do now? And Elektra's was way worse, by the way, because it was a Skrull invasion. Whereas with Matt, they were just like, yeah, you're just going to host a demon. Don't worry about it. You've got a couple of them in there with you already anyway. So I just wanted to point that note out, that I'm very interested in what they're going to do with the Hand, because it feels like we've been there, done that, everything we could possibly do with the Hand.
And I'm like, when is he going to stop flogging himself in prison and just get out already?
Oh, the best freaking panels where old boy calls him out. He's like, what was the quote? I had the panel around here somewhere. Hold on.
Yeah,
Is it this one?
I have a digital. I can pull it up.
It's when he calls him effing selfish, basically.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, whenever I think I understand you, you go and do something monumentally stupid. And it's just like, is that meta commentary? Because literally, yes. And then he's like, rejecting help doesn't make you a saint. Like, he goes in on that. And it's just like such a meta commentary that I love so much. 3 panels says so much about the character.
I mean, if anyone needs therapy, it's Matt Murdock. Again, I know we want to do like a boob windows and long boxes one day about all the women he's like, been with, but it's like, you think it all stems from a mother issue?
He's got mommy issues. He's got daddy issues. He's got unresolved, other issues.
And Ray says, would you say the Hand is getting pretty tired?
No, they're pretty strong and vigorous.
Oh.
It's just that, I don't think, it's been a while since we used the Hand in an interesting way. Hell.
They're quite soft.
So no, like I'm just saying, it's like it seems like we've done everything, but with the new refreshed direction that we've been going into, I'm willing to give it a chance. I mean, like I said, it can't be any worse than what they did with the Skrull invasion, so.
Russell, I'm reading the best street level comic I've ever read, and it's not Daredevil or Moon Knight. You all can probably guess. Yes, we know the question. You're on the question kick this week. We know.
I mean, there's worse kicks to be on.
Yeah, true.
At least it's not tired and played out.
True.
That you're gonna have to dig deep and do some deep dives, and definitely.
Exactly. And then we still got Mike Murdock running around.
Oh yeah.
His own thing these days.
That's true.
Boy,
we don't care about that.
Boy, and all the ladies are getting their own little teen sidekicks, because like Black Widow's kind of training a girl right now. Elektra has her.
They need more female legacy characters for this. See you. I should stop saying that. Let me stop saying that. People will think I'm a bad feminist for saying that, but fake woke is gonna fake woke, and I just have to call it out.
I mean, I at least appreciate them putting in the time and effort, where it's like, maybe we can build these characters up over time instead of just throwing legacy characters in and 2 minutes later saying, oh yeah, they're the new such and such, and it's like,
I'm actually Hufflepuff. I don't know what Phil is. Probably a Ravenclaw, actually.
I don't know.
He doesn't do Harry Potter, but I'm a Hufflepuff because we're by the kitchen, and they like to. So,
Lilith,
yeah, definitely a Hufflepuff.
Lilith just likes the wand. I don't know Harry Potter. Settle down.
Exactly. Phil's old. He doesn't know Harry Potter. That's way after his time.
How dare you? But yeah, I wasn't sure how I would feel about this Elektra's Daredevil thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I was very nervous. It was giving me very Lady Thor the way that they introduced it.
Yeah. But like I said, she's been.
But she's been there, done this before. But it feels like they've actually really thought about it, and she's actually taken her mission seriously. She doesn't want to offend him. She doesn't want to kill. She's blunted her sides and stuff like that.
And I mean, they've kind of done it to varying degrees before. But I mean, I can still see her trying to do a redemption arc. So
she doesn't need one. She's the Catwoman / Talia al Ghul of, to Daredevil. She doesn't need one. She is who she is. She's an anti-hero who plays by her own set of rules, and that's how we should keep her.
I know. I mean, yeah, she can still be a badass.
We see how well that works for Black Cat. That's all that I'm saying. So we can do that for we can keep that same energy for Elektra.
Well, she still has the attitude. She's still a badass. I think she, just the red on her ledger.
It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, man.
Well, yeah.
Like that, and because especially nowadays with modern comics, it's not black and white. Everything's a gray area, and that's why I think they don't have to do anything with Elektra. I think it would be kind of weird for them to try to balance that, because is Matt really trying to balance his ledger? I mean,
well, he says he is. He's sitting in jail for.
But he's being selfish to the point that I made earlier about those 3 panels. Everything you need to know about Daredevil in 3 panels, basically.
Oh, yeah.
So,
So, and then with Bullseye's escape, I'm assuming we're going to get an Elektra Bullseye fight eventually. The guy who killed her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Bullseye has been less interesting. They have not really executed a very well told Bullseye story since the early 2000s? 20 years? 20 years? Let's be honest.
Yeah, it's been a while. Even or remember when Kevin Smith was going to do Daredevil to Target, and we never ever got one issue for that.
I don't know who Kevin Smith is anymore, because he ruined He-Man, so he's dead to me now.
What do you mean ruined? Have you seen?
He ruined He-Man.
Have you seen the final product?
Maybe.
Oh my! Spill some tea.
No, I'm not going to spill it, but I just say he's ruined it for me. I don't like it.
So you've seen some final copy?
I've seen the final script.
Oh, you've seen the script. Oh, so the writing, it's the right.
The animation is great, everything else, but the actual story, at least in the pilot, I don't know if it's going to get better from there, but generally the pilot sets the tone, and I don't like it.
So for fans of the original, I watched it.
It's supposed to be set literally right after, so it's a literal sequel series, but it does not feel that way from the pilot, so we'll see. We'll see, but I feel like he's ruined it.
But you didn't enjoy what you read of the script?
No, not at all. It's a little too Kevin Smithy. I feel like they need to tone that down. If you know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. That is my jam. The late 2000s He-Man, both the comic book and the cartoon was amazing. And that's where I feel like they should have spun the sequel off for, or did the multiverse of Masters of the Universe. But that's just me, as a real comic book nerd and He-Man aficionado. But on that note, you can't bring up Kevin Smith. He's almost up there with Bendis with me at this point. So that's saying a lot.
Hey, as much as we bash Bendis, at least he can get stuff out on time.
Exactly. But yeah, I highly recommend, if you haven't read or picked up Daredevil, what was that, 30, right? Or was it 29?
No, it was
30. 30, okay, yeah. Definitely pick that one up. I think it's great. And it's even a good jumping on point, to be honest.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could read that. I tell everyone, pick up the whole Chips and Darsky run. It's good.
But the whole thing with the Rose...
and Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's gonna converge. Do you know? I feel like there is definitely synergy with Daredevil and Spider-Man in the modern era right now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna you know what I mean? I feel like I smell a team up. The minute he gets out of jail, I smell a team up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we definitely do a crossover. Yes.
So I feel it in my bones, and I'm kind of excited for it.
Yes, definitely. Hey, Chip wrote Spider-Man for a while.
Exactly. So he knows the vibes.
Exactly. All right.
So yeah, no, I'm very happy with where Daredevil is right now, and I'm looking forward to exploring more of it.
Oh look!
Unlike Atlantis Attacks.
Oh look! I was about to give people the homework. Look, everyone left.
Oh.
See,
it's bedtime.
See, I literally told you. Ray stuck around to hear his feedback. Then he was out. Wanted to hear his own almost 7.
It's okay. At least he stuck around. That's why we do the feedback at the end. We trick him into staying.
That's right. All right. So, for those of you, unlike Lilith, who are enjoying Atlantis Attacks, yes, Atlantis. Our coverage continues on Ultimate Spider-Cast episode 129, where we'll cover Web of Spider-Man Annual 5, guest starring the Fantastic Four.
Kind of ties into what we're talking about this week.
All right.
Capes.
That's right. Capes and Lunatics episode 211. We will be doing our Fantastic Four 60th anniversary special. Just in time for Memorial Day. That's when it's dropping. All right, but if you don't care, well, you better care about Spider-Man because in 1 week, we're doing Flash, but it's going to be part 1 of our crossover with those wacky boys over at Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast.
So excited.
And looking like possibly the triumphant return of Matt Kona.
Phil only gave him like 2 weeks off for paternity leave. Rude.
I told him to take as long as he wanted. I said I hope he's back so we get some live Suck It Lilts and Suck It Konas. But in 2 weeks, that's right, only 2 weeks, our friend Mr. D.G. Chichester will be back. And we will talk Daredevil 305 and 306. Once again, another Daredevil tale with guest starring Spider-Man.
A little hidden gem.
Versus the Surgeon General.
No. No.
What? No. So if you like your Daredevil and your Spider-Man, yes, in 2 weeks, more Spider-Man with Daredevil. So, email us your feedback for Mr. Chichester. CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow the Daredevil podcast. Love that title. There's 2 Th's in it. On Facebook, on Twitter.
Suck it, Moon Knight.
And we got two Th's. Fight me, Moon Knight nerd. Find links to all the various social medias for all of our various shows. Stay tuned for announcements and summer annuals. So,
because Phil couldn't get enough.
There's a drop. So links to everything. Links to the YouTube channel where you can see Lilith roll her eyes like more rolls than a roller coaster. Links to the Patreon, so much good stuff. Hard R movie reviews.
Up for the next one that we're doing is a personal request from Phil. So that's
everyone else got to pick. You got your.
I don't know. I like it. WNBC.
It's rated. Hey, it's rated R. It's got some humor. You know.
It's definitely a hard R.
Hey. Yes. So. Hard R movie reviews, the return of Uncensored Wade's World. Stay tuned for a 30th anniversary special. Who Windows and Long Boxes, Superhero Cribs is coming, and bonus materials. So
we're releasing it from our vault because we're fancy.
That's right. So if you love the Batman, that's what you're getting for a bonus right now. All right, so links to that, links to merchandise, links to everything, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/CapesandLunatics. And please remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio. Do you want to hear as well as Matt Murdock? Get yourself some Tweaked Audio headphones.
And be like Elektra and Hunt a Killer.
Oh, that's right.
Because Michelle Gray could always use your help. It's a fun way to pass some time. It's an escape room in a box. Great to play, great to solve by yourself or with a group of friends. Because I guess the pandemic is coming to a close if you're waxed and relaxed.
Whoa.
So you can use the coupon code Southgate on both to Hunt a Killer and Tweaked Audio to get yourself a handy dandy discount.
And if you're a fancy person who likes to read, go pick up Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. Audio version coming soon. I promise, Marnell.
Allegedly.
Hey, I sent my audio in. It's in you know whose hands. So yes, learn about the ins and outs of podcasting from the experts at the Southgate Media Group and Third Best
Southgate, Rob himself.
Roberto. And you can get that on Amazon. And when you go and pick up anything on Amazon, hey kids, remember Father's Day is coming. Remember your fathers. Use the link. Phil Perich. Anyway, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show. Finn, remember your dad. Use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and the Big Daddy himself, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
The Big Christian himself!
Oh my.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom.
You're weak sauce.
Why did your eye drift over to my box? Go back and look at my history. Mark my words.
Lilith Hellfire.
If you nerds want to have me on the interwebs, you can find me tweeting occasionally on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, posting sometimes on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire 69, and only making starry comments on TikTok at Lilith Hellfire 69.
It doesn't feel right, bro.
I love it. Oh, where'd Ray go? Hey, we're supposed to say we can honor Ray some more.
Because Ray likes it hard. And Ray
likes it long.
And Ray likes it long.
Don't worry, I got you. Don't strain those vocal cords. I got you.
And Ray likes it long.
See, we were all calm kids. You know, Ray, Russell. Me and Lilith were nice and calm tonight. You gotta.
I know. I even took my ADHD medicine and everything. And look at the comments.
Hey,
we love it though.
Other episodes.
Join the fun.
Other weeks you can blame the madness on us. This time you can blame Ray and Russell. They got us wound up like a bunch of 5-year-olds on sugar, man.
They're like the opposite of R&R, rest and relax station.
Exactly.
I'm 12 when you need me to be 12.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Again, Atlantis Attack continues in Ultimate Spider Cast, episode 129. And back here in 2 weeks for more DG Chichester, Daredevil 305 and 306, and more Spider-Man.
Because, you know, Spider-Man.
Oh. Maybe a Marvel book Spider-Man has an appeared.
I'm going to have to get a Daredevil blanket for when DG shows up. I feel so weird with the Wonder Woman when he's here.
Extra. Hey, you like Wonder Woman. It's fine. Let's get a red blanket.
No, that's cheating. You know the vibes. I do the whole Daredevil thing. The whole Daredevil thing.
Wear the t-shirt, wear the hat. I know. That's what I'm saying. So, red blanket. I do it. Look at us getting all pink with this time thing. So, you have your homework, kids. Hey, new people, start sending me feedback. Show this Ray and Russell what's up. But until then, remember...
The devil you know is better than the devil you don't.